All right, we are live on YouTube, and there's going to be no fancy intro tonight, none of the usual fluff at the beginning of each of my shows and videos. We're just going to get right to it. I just have a very quick update to give to all of my subscribers out there, moderators, and anyone else that follows this channel. Hopefully you are all having a great day. I want to make sure the notification went out because it did. Because when I first clicked on start streaming on the latest version of OBS, which is version 26.1.0, it told me that there may be an issue with my streaming key. But then I just, hit it again and it just worked. And I believe I'm live now because the notification has gone out. Part of being a YouTuber is just dealing with technical difficulties that in most cases are out of your control. And you just gotta, learn how to deal with it, fix it as quickly as possible, don't let it get to you, and just keep on pressing on and moving forward. But Mutt, if you're there in Firewolf Studios, if you're still there in the chat, can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? I'm sure you can. How do you like this nice background? Happy birthday! Today is my 47th birthday. It's my 47th birthday. Can you see that? Yeah. Woo! And first and foremost, for those of you that were expecting Coach Eli's 47th birthday bash live today with a guest panel with some of my moderators from my channel, I did have some technical difficulties earlier. I have not done a StreamYard or brought people on the panel in a while. And every so often, what happens is, when you get an update through OBS or whatever broadcasting software you use, there's a little bit of an issue. You have to tweak certain things. Additionally, browsers get updates all the time. And sometimes those browsers get an update that's broken and you have to switch to a different browser that's not broken. So that way you can properly integrate StreamYard into OBS where the audio and video works perfectly. When I was about to go live earlier, I was not able to get the video to work. And I decided to postpone the stream until tomorrow. So Coach Eli's 47th birthday bash will happen live tomorrow on December 18th, one day after my birthday, which is today, at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. I know Mutt Nuts World and Firewolf Studios both confirmed that they will be there. They were going to be on the panel today. I wasn't able to get any of my other moderators to join. Some of them said they may be able to make it. Some said that they can't make it. But who knows, maybe we'll get more of a panel tomorrow. If you would like to join me on the panel and you're not a moderator, but I've gotten to know, like, and trust you, and I know you're a good person, please email me at coacheli@coacheli.com. Email me tonight, and I'll get back to you in the morning, and then we can arrange to make that happen and have you come on the show. Just making people aware that anyone I do bring on this show, if you are out of line, I will immediately boot you out of the StreamYard, and you will be blocked on StreamYard and my channel as well. So just, putting a forewarning out there. I know some people like to hijack other people's streams and do some things on other people's streams that gets their channel shut down, and that will never happen here. I will never allow that to happen. Queen Helen Casey's in the house. Whoa, wow. Hello, Queen. Queen says, happy birthday. Let me get the chat here real quick. And let me check the back end and make sure that everything is rolling smooth. Everything is rolling smoothly. All right, let me check out the chat, then I'll mention a few more things here. Like I said, I'm not going to be on too terribly long. I'm going to be heading over to hang out with some family and friends in a little bit, for just a little bit, probably like an hour, hour and a half or so. And then I'm going to come back home and I'm just going to relax and enjoy the rest of the night. For anyone that tries to reach out to me tonight, later on. I may or may not be able to get back to you. If I do get back to you, it might not be until, much later in the evening, probably around midnight Eastern or 9 p.m. Pacific. So if you reach out to me tonight, I don't get back to you, just know I'm not avoiding you. I will get back to you first thing in the morning, and we will definitely go from there. So let me check out the chat here real quick, and then I have some other updates to share with you as well. Firewolf Studios says, hey, Firewolf Studios, how you doing? Great stream last night. I'm going to mention more about that here in just a little bit. Mutt Nuts World says, hey, Eli and everyone. Hey, Mutt. She also says, I am here till 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Have a very special phone call to make at that time. Well, Mutt, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying, right? I've met so many people out here on YouTube that connect with other people out here on YouTube and talk on the phone but never meet in person. And then they do certain things on the phone that I would rather be doing in person. You can put two and two together and figure out what that means. But again, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And do everything I would do. Because you're a lady, and hey, you're the same, right? Hey, men and women equal, right? I mean, we can do the same things nowadays, right? Even when it, entails or involves dating, right? Mutt Nuts World says, happy birthday, Eli. Thank you, Mutt. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Mutt Nuts World says, love it. She loves the background. Mutt Nuts World says, OBS said it was going on vacation. LOL. OBS works quite well. If I had to guess, I think the issue was more so a Chrome issue because I don't think it was even OBS. Chrome's been having a lot of issues lately. Like Google in general has had some issues lately. I don't know if you folks realize that Gmail was down yesterday and for parts of today. People were not getting their emails. It was a global issue. I believe now it has been corrected. So there have been some issues on Google's end. And Chrome, the latest update, I'm not able to, I can actually integrate StreamYard into OBS through Google Chrome browser, and it shows up, but if anyone comes up on video, it doesn't show their video. It just shows a white spot. So there's an issue with the Chrome browser rendering, live video being captured, which, when you use OBS and you integrate, StreamYard into OBS, it has to be OBS has to be able to capture, the video. And if there's an issue with the browser you're using, that's what causes the issue. So I switched over to Opera browser, and it started working right away. I did some testing from my new iPhone, and the video and audio works great. So we're going to be all set for tomorrow's show. Mutt and Chris, a.k.a. Firewolf Studios, and anyone else that wants to come on. And Queen, if you want to pop on, that would be great as well. Queen Helen Casey says, happy birthday. Thank you, Queen. Queen says, hello, Mutt. Mutt says, hey, Queen, Firewolf Studios. Hey, at Queen Helen Casey and at Mutt Nuts World. You're on a laptop, bro. That's great. Laptop or desktop. I hope one day that, the YouTube app will allow you to do @mentions within the app on live streams. You can do it, but you have to type out the channel name manually. It won't give you, when you type the @ and then the first few letters of someone's name in the chat, it'll give you a drop down if you're on your laptop or your desktop, and you can click on that, it highlights it, and then, it puts out a highlighted tag message. On the app, it's not able to do that, at least on the iPhone. I don't know if it works differently on Android, but on the iPhone, you can't do that. So, hopefully one day, YouTube will get that integrated into the mobile app. I don't think it would be that difficult to do so. Facebook used to have some issues like that many years ago. tagging people from the mobile app. And, years ago, they finally fixed it. You can now tag people through the mobile app. So I don't know why you can't do it on a live stream through the YouTube app, but maybe they'll fix that one day. Firewolf Studios says, hey, Eli. Mutt says, hey, Firewolf. Queen says, hello, Firewolf. Mutt Nuts World says, I will be a sweet little, is that an angel? Yeah. And Queen Helen Case says, yeah, okay, Mutt. It's really great to see you folks here. Queen, Mutt, Firewolf. I know, Firewolf, you just, started coming back around, and I appreciate that. I'm not trying to devalue you with what I'm about to say, but Queen and Mutt, you two have been around through thick and thin, and I greatly, so much appreciate you ladies. You ladies are so amazing, and despite any differences we may have had or any, things we've been through with trolls and haters and other aspects, I appreciate you ladies so much. You have no idea how much, you both mean to me. So thank you for that. And you mean a lot to me as well, Firewolf Studios, but let me take care, let me appease the ladies' emotions. All right. You're a dude like me. We don't need to be appeased, right? No, I'm just kidding, Queen and Mutt. All right. I can choke around every now and then, right? Is that okay? Queen says Google is on their third lawsuit, literally by somebody suing for antitrust. Yeah, they're always going to be dealing with stuff like that. Someone's always going to sue these big companies for something, and they've got so many lawyers, and they have so many attorneys on hand, and so much money that I wish anyone the best of luck if they're going to go up against a big giant company like Google or Alphabet Inc. So, Firewolf Studio says, I heard that Google Chrome isn't going to support Adobe Flash after this month. Well, Adobe Flash is actually, going bye-bye because I don't know if you've heard Chris, aka Firewolf Studios, or anyone else. Many years ago, most browsers switched to something called HTML5, which is what YouTube and other video sites have been using. So the need for Flash is no longer necessary. So Adobe Flash Player is ending its life, at the end of the year. I already uninstalled mine. Now, there's really no need for it at all. So it's not just Google Chrome not supporting it. It's just not going to exist. Now, I mean, you can still keep it installed, but it's there's going to be no new support for it. Now, older sites that use Flash, that have not been updated from many, 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 many years ago, over a decade ago, they will stop working if you don't have Flash installed. But most people have made the switch, and that's why Adobe kept supporting it for so long. They were given enough time to, web developers and people that have a website to, make sure that, their websites are fully compatible with HTML5. So it's not going to be an issue. Queen Helen Casey says Periscope is going bye-bye too. Yeah, what happened to Periscope, Queen? I haven't had a chance to look into that. Why are they going bye-bye? Are they out of money? Was it just not working out for them? Did they not get enough, ad revenue or anything like that? That's pretty sad. Nuts World says a lot of Facebook games will be going bye-bye because they ran on Flash. Well, I'm sure all of those games will be converted to run on HTML5 if they already haven't. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe some of the very, very old ones can't be converted, or it'd be a pain in the butt to the point of where these companies don't want to spend the money and take the time to, convert them. But we'll just see what happens. It's going to be interesting. But I don't think it's really going to affect the majority because we've been using HTML5 for so many years now that it's not going to be that big of a deal. The reason why Flash, didn't make it is because it was very vulnerable to hackers, and it always needed to be updated to, patch holes and stuff like that, exploits that hackers would, figure out. And that's why HTML5 was created, because virtually it's impossible to pretty much, hack HTML5. So it's a much more, secure way to display, video and graphics and stuff like that. So, yeah, no problem, Mutt. You never have to explain when you can't type. We're all human beings. No one's counting spelling and grammar here. I mean, I think in the past, the only times I've called out people on poor spelling and grammar on my live streams are the trolls and haters, just because they're trolls and haters, and, it was kind of fun to mess with them back then. But no, Mutt, it's all good. You're human. We all make mistakes. It's not a big deal. Queen Helen Casey says, too much maintenance, and they can't keep up with it. No more. Plus, it will be converted into Twitter Live. Oh, so Twitter bought them out then. Okay. So Twitter, so are you saying that Twitter bought out Periscope, or did they own Periscope initially? I don't know. I haven't really, kept up with Periscope too much. Trying to keep up with YouTube and BitChute and what do you call it? Twitch, which are some of the, main streaming platforms, Facebook as well, is enough for me. But anyway, Mutt Nuts World says, my mind is somewhere else right now, LOL. Yes, I know where it's at, Mutt. Mutt, I'm so proud of you, Mutt. At least maybe you can rub some of yourself off to Queen Helen Casey, so we can help her find a good man, because Queen Helen Casey has said in the past that she's done with men. And, hey, to each its own, right? But, Mutt, it's all good. Mutt, we all have hormones, right? And Mutt, I'll tell you what I really respect about you is that you're a lot like me, and Queen, you're similar too. And maybe you're the same way as well, Chris, Firewolf Studios. You don't give a care about what anyone says about you or thinks about you. You're just yourself. You say it as it is. And it's not a big deal. And hey, you're human, right? My mind is somewhere else right now. Yes, I get it. Hey, you know what? When I've got a hot date, or, I'm talking to a cute lady with a great personality, I always think about, the possibilities of where this could lead. The possibilities of those romantic weekend getaway trips where you go hiking, and then, you let her walk ahead of you so you can look at the beauty of her while looking at the beauty of, the hiking trail that you're at, right? And then afterwards, you go to a nice romantic dinner, right? And then afterwards, you go back to your room in that nice, California king-size bed or king-size bed, whatever that hotel has. And I'll just put it to you this way. You just relax. Just relax. Enjoy the moment, right? Enjoy the night. So, Queen Helen Casey says, you will have to go on the Periscope Twitter account to read the article. Will do. I'll check that out later tonight on my brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. I love it. I love it. Firewolf Studios just put out a video, tips on how to create great content and being successful on YouTube. That's great, dude. I'll have to check that out later. Speaking of Firewolf Studios, another thing I wanted to mention, folks, if you go into the below in the description about, a couple lines down, you're going to see a link to a stream that I was a guest on last night on Firewolf Studios channel. Firewolf Studios decided to do a 2.5-hour stream last night. And I was a guest on there. I was on there the entire time. The first hour or so, maybe a little over an hour, was Firewolf Studios, aka Chris, and myself, just talking back and forth, sharing some thoughts about what we've experienced in the past on YouTube, being YouTubers. We just, kind of just, shot the what. We're not going to say the word. I'm trying to cuss as little as possible, because even if your video stays monetized, when you cuss, the less you cuss, the more YouTube promotes your video out there. So I've been kind of noticing that, so I'm trying to minimize my swearing. But about an hour or so after after I got on the panel with Chris on his channel, Firewolf Studios, Smelly Michelle came on, and she's been a part of our community for quite some time. Many of us know her from my community. She's a part of the Growth Stream community, which pretty much no longer exists, but we still have those friendships, right? And it was just really great to have a conversation with her and Chris on a panel. It was quite interesting. It was a great show. If you want to check it out, go below in the description, a couple lines down, and just click on the link and subscribe to Firewolf Studios. Bang the bell, select all notifications. Subscribe to all the moderators here: Muttnuts World, Queen Helen Casey, and the rest of the mods that aren't here right now. Alex the Beer Master, Kelvin Clymer, etc. I think I'll share those channels. I think I'm going to share links to all the moderators' channels tomorrow when we do the birthday bash stream. So that is that. We are at 21 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up in about 5 or 10 minutes, folks. So get your questions in right now. If you have any questions, and Mutt, you don't have to say good night, everyone, yet, because I'm not done yet. I'll let you know when I'm done. Mutt knows. Mutt's right on cue. Whenever I start to wrap up the show, she's got that message, like I think it's like saved on a notepad on your computer or your phone. Like a copy and paste. Night, everyone. See you all next time. Like, I'm not leaving yet. But if you want to leave, you can leave. It's okay. I'm not holding you back. Plus, you got a hot phone call later tonight, right? But yeah, Chris, Fireball Studios, you're welcome, bro. Queen says, I love my Android better. No, that's cool. That's cool. Some people prefer Android. Some people prefer Apple iPhones. I love the iPhone. That's the only Apple product I have. I am all PC. Besides that, I've got a PC, Windows, computer, and everything else that I've had is Windows based. It's just I've always loved the iPhone. I just think it's a nice phone. But anyway, Muttnuts World says, I fell asleep. Where was that? Did you just scroll up? Where is that? I'm sorry I missed it. I fell asleep. You can catch the replay if you'd like. No problem. Firewolf Studios says that stream was amazing. And it's going to get more amazing, Firewolf Studios. This is what I've been saying. Collaboration is important. We got to start doing more of these panel streams on top of our regular videos. I mean, if we can do some collab panels on all of our channels at least once or twice a week, maybe one time on my channel, one time on your channel, Firewolf Studios, one time on your channel, Mutt. Queen, if you decide to do some down the road, we'd love to come to your channel as well. That's the way to grow, change things up, and make things more interesting. And I used to get a lot more traction when I did those panel shows. So I definitely want to bring them back, and that's something that's going to be coming back, in 2021. So Mutt says, my call not for an hour, but you're anticipating it already, Mutt. Mutt, you're already on edge because you're like, hubba, 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 right? Come on, Mutt. I get it. Look, I'm a grown man. I was going to say I'm 46 years old, but I forgot today's my birthday. I'm 47 years old. So it's all good, Mutt. It's all good. That's what I have to say. All right, folks. So let me just say one more thing here, because I may forget or not get a chance to say this tomorrow on the birthday stream. I want to talk with you folks, and share my thoughts. What does a birthday mean to somebody that's pretty much halfway through life like I am? I'm at the midpoint in my life. Have I had a midlife crisis? Maybe. I think maybe I had a midlife crisis when I was dealing with the trolls and haters out here on YouTube for the last almost 4 years, until I finally just figured out how to just completely ignore them and move forward about 4 or 5 months ago. If that could be considered a midlife crisis, then maybe I had one and I already worked through it, and now I'm just moving on to the second half of my life. But at 47 years old, what does a birthday mean to me? Well, obviously, when people get older, birthdays are different. When you're younger, you look forward to your birthday every year because, you don't have any money when you're younger. You're living at home with family and, you're dependent on them for getting you gifts and stuff, right? So when I was younger, I would always look forward to my birthday solely on the fact of wanting to get a new gift, a new tech product or game console or something like that, right? Or a new bike or whatever it is, right? But additionally, what I really looked forward to the most were those birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese's. Remember Chuck E. Cheese's, ladies, and Firewolf Studios? Chuck E. Cheese's was the place. And I still think there are some open. I believe they're still around. But they're not the same as they used to be. Chuck E. Cheese's was the place to go. You'd have pizza. You had a ton of video games. You had a bunch of other games there. And it was just fun and exciting to get together with all your friends from your grammar school and just, totally have a blast and eat some cake and tons of pizza and all of that. And, I'll tell you, it's great that kids are active in grammar school and doing physical education every day, because the way we would eat, we would literally be 300 pounds if we didn't exercise every day. Mutnuts World says, I just not been happy for the past 5 weeks, and he has brought the happy back in me. You know what, Mutt? That's what it takes. What it takes to get over someone from the past, like an ex, is to just put yourself back out there. But you gotta make sure that you're ready, and you also have to make sure. And you already mentioned that on a previous stream. Like, he's in a similar situation. You both recently got out of a relationship, and you both understand that. So while technically you're both on the rebound, you both have communicated that, and I respect that. That's actually not a bad thing. So you're taking it slow, you're getting to know each other, and he's making you feel good, and you make him feel good too. It's a two-way street. It's a mutually beneficial thing, right? But I'm glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad to hear that, Mutt. I'm very happy for you. Firewolf Studio says, yep. Queen Helen K says, remember Chuck E. Cheese. That's right. That's right. Mutnuts World says, oh my God, I still love going there for their pizza. Right. They're still around. I mean, it's not the same as it used to be when I was younger. We're looking at over 30 years ago. Like, Chuck E. Cheese is still cool, right? But, they kind of scaled it down a little bit. It used to be massive back in those days because, look, game consoles and stuff like that weren't technology, for the home wasn't as advanced as it was in person. If you wanted to go and play, a video game with great graphics, you had to go to the arcade. You had to go, get pizza and cake and go to a place that had the big arcade games. Now, you've got the PS5 now and all the other game consoles, and, you got many more options. And that's why I feel it was a better time to grow up back then. It was a better time to grow up back then because you actually had to go places to experience things that now you can experience in your own home, which is why people have become super, super lazy. And that's why a lot of people, have gotten unhealthy and out of shape and all that. So I have one 45 minutes from me. Yeah, you're in the boondocks. That's considered close to you because you're in the boondocks. Mutnuts World says, people told me they see a change in me on my live streams, that I am happy again. Well, hey, keep the happiness going. And you know what, Mutt? If it doesn't work out with this guy, just keep pushing forward. And if you ever need to talk privately behind the scenes, I'd be happy to help you. No charge. My moderators will always get everything from me at no charge. I love you folks. You're amazing people. Mutnuts World. Now, we had places called Dave & Buster's, which is the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, we had one in our area about half an hour from where I live. I don't know if they're still around or not, but yeah, it was the adult version. Kids could go in there too, but they would sell. They had a full bar and all that. Yeah, Dave and Buster's was a cool place. I'm not sure if they're still around though, which is the adult version of Chuck E. Cheese. But I feel like going to Chuck E. Cheese to play the games and get the pizza right. And Mutt Nuts World says, have not had. So yeah. So like I said, how much do I value, my birthday or birthdays at age 47? And again, it's not the same, but I will tell you, I'm actually much happier now. I'm not saying I wasn't happy in my younger days. I'm still very happy, and I still acknowledge my birthday, and I still appreciate it, but in different ways. Let me tell you how I look at it at this point. A lot of times people will say, let's do something crazy for your birthday. Let's celebrate your birthday in style. And you know what I tell my friends nowadays? I'm like, look, let's just hang out for a few hours, not make a big deal out of it. If it's during the week, hey, you want to come over, you want to meet somewhere, let's just get together and hang out and just touch base. And that's it. Like birthdays for me now are a point where I self-reflect back on the previous year, stemming back to my previous birthday. And I'll share one story real quick before I wrap this up and get on out of here. Last year on this channel, things were a little different. I did Coach Eli's 46th birthday bash, which I don't think is publicly available on this channel here. I think it is on a Grip on Life 2. I'm going to check that right now. Yeah, give me just 1 second. I want to check and see if that birthday stream is on. Let me see. Yeah, it's actually no longer publicly available. And I'll tell you why I took it down, because it wasn't the most advertiser-friendly stream. And I had a lot more people on my channel last year, and I made like almost $600 in donations, right? As I self-reflect, did some changes happen? Sure. Have I grown since that point, or have I fallen behind? Many people will say you've fallen behind. You made $600 last year. This year, you haven't made anything, and you have far less people. So how can you say you've grown? Well, if you look at the people that I was associating with back then, these were people that were not there for the right reasons. They were there because they needed something from me, regarding, help to try and take down some other creator for whatever reason, or try to stop someone who they thought was doing something malice online and harming people, right? These people were not there for the right reasons. Now, did they donate? Sure. Did a lot of people donate? Yes. But do I think most of the donations were sent in a genuine way? I don't. Maybe some, maybe not. I appreciate them regardless. But a lot of times people will do certain things because they want something from you, and they don't do it just to do it, right? Whenever I give to give. I don't give to get. When I make a donation, I donate. I don't expect anything in return. I don't want the person to pay me back ever. It'd be nice to be acknowledged. That is one thing I always do when I get donations. I acknowledge my donations. But if that doesn't happen, hey, no big deal. I just give to give, not give to get. So why do I feel, I'm in a better position this year, even though, I have far fewer people here on my channel, and I didn't make any money on my birthday this year, because I know it's heading in the right direction. I know the people that I have here right now are loyal and good people that are positive people. And, we're going to move forward in 2021. But by this time next year, by my 48th birthday, I can promise you things are going to just be even better than they were last year. We're going to have more people than I had last year, and we're going to do much better because we've now figured out what works and what doesn't work, who's genuine and who's not genuine. I've learned personally, reflecting back on the past year, from my previous birthday to this one, looking back, I have learned what to focus on and what to remove from my life so I can focus on positive things that I want to accomplish. That's exactly how I feel about it. So again, to people that have been following me for a while, and it's primarily the trolls and the haters that don't like me, they're gonna have their say and say, hey, look, Eli, look what's happened in the last year. You have not accomplished anything. You've actually gone the opposite way. You've made less money. You have less people, right? That is true. That is definitely true. But I did accomplish something. I got rid of all of you. And now I'm focused on rebuilding with the right people, which is already happening. Firewolf Studios is one example. Smelly Michelle last night, another example. We were on that panel. And that's going to continue to happen throughout 2021. So again, do birthdays mean a lot to me at this age? It means something to me. I'm not going to say it means as much as it meant to me when I was a little kid, but I still value it. I appreciate myself, and it gives me, a point in my life to say, hey, another year has gone by. What happened? What did I learn this past year? And what can I take from what I learned during this past year to move forward into the next year of my life and make it even better? So that is that. Let me check out the chat one more time, and then we're going to wrap things up and get on out of here. We're at 37 minutes. Buttnuts World says, I'm same way when someone donates or helps me with something, I make sure to acknowledge them. Absolutely. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here, and I got to head on over to spend some time with my friends and family. I got some plans for about the next hour and a half or maybe 2 hours or so. And then I will be back at my place. Again, if you reach out to me tonight, I may not be able to get back to you until tomorrow. Just don't think I'm avoiding you. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, we're going to do Coach Eli's 47th birthday bash. The StreamYard is working. I fixed the issue. We're going to have Firewolf Studios on and Buttnuts World and anyone else that wants to join, Queen or anyone else behind the scenes that's a moderator that's watching. If you want to join, you're welcome to join as well. Buttnuts World says, night catch up later with everyone. All right. So have yourselves a great night, great day, wherever you're at, depending on wherever you're at. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.